right, man. So around the NFL, I guess we could blitz through these, and then we get you to your red zone watch, man. So Bills, Lions, Eagles. Oh my, man. So what was your biggest takeaway from the Lions Bills game? Then I'll go ahead and give mine.
My biggest takeaway, Herbie, from the Lions Bills game, and on a day where the Dolphins are so terrible, is Josh Allen he's gonna be the MVP, Herbie.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna be the MVP, Herbie. He had last week, even in a loss, he had 6 touchdowns, 3 rushing, three passing touchdowns. First player in NFL history to do such a thing. He's taken down the undefeated Chiefs, and he made sure they had at least one loss. He's beaten, what I'm saying, in Detroit, a hot Lions team that even with the injuries they have on defense, which obviously I think played a factor into why the Bills were just moving the ball so easily on them. Despite that, the Lions defense has performed admirably well in the absence of, some of their injuries. But,
They have 17 people on IR. They lost 2 more people today. And spoiler alert,
crazy.
that's gonna allude to my biggest takeaway. But let's focus it on the Josh Allen part. You got to understand this, and this is gonna sound crazy, but we have to put things in perspective. He has engineered 90 points in the past 2 weeks. His team on offense put up 48 points a day. Last week they put up, or on Thursday, whatever day they played the Rams, they put up 42. That's 92. That's 90 points in 2 weeks. This is absurd.
Absurd.
It's over. It's over. Like he's gonna be the MVP, and I'm not gonna say like this is something that I appreciate about football is when super uber talented dudes fully realize their gifts and fully realize what they're capable of. And we are seeing Josh Allen come together. All the tools, the clay, the Lego blocks, whatever you want to say, it has been put together. It all came together, and it's all coming together now. And now he's at a point where you can't stop this dude, bruh. Like, Bomani Jones made the point on his podcast the other day when they played the Rams, and he said, watching that game against the Rams, it felt like a Friday Night Lights high school game where one dude was just better than everybody else on the field.
Yeah.
That's crazy because that one dude is better than everybody else who are the 1% of the 1% of athleticism when it comes to being a football player. The only other person you can say that about this year is Saquon Barkley, and at times Lamar Jackson. But when you're at that point, when you it looks different when you're on the field and you're with all the different dudes,
Herbie,
and you're doing it at quarterback.
Herbie, it pains me that somehow the Dolphins ended up in a division where you have the GOAT, right, for 20 years, and now we have
a freak.
And now a freak, and then now we have arguably one of the most talented quarterbacks we've ever had in NFL history because of everything that he can do, because of all the tools that he has, right? And the biggest problem that Josh Allen had in the past, Herbie, was the interceptions. Like he was basically like a big Brett Favre that could run, right? Because he would give the ball away. Josh Allen giveth, Josh Allen taketh away. But he's cut down on the turnovers this year, and you see what he can do. He's been smarter with the football, and because he has evolved to this point as a passer, when you add his athletic ability, his physical talent, it's something to behold, Herbie. Like, listen, I'm a Dolphin fan. I want to see fuck the Bills. I want to see the Bills lose. But Josh Allen is going to win that MVP. I would be shocked, Herbie. I don't know what he would at this point. Who's really making a case over Josh Allen right now? Like, honestly, like let's be real. Who's making a case
after this, you can't beat the Chiefs, be the only team to beat the Chiefs so far, and then add a loss at home to the Lions and not be the MVP. And you're the quarterback. Come on, dog. And every time you have your best game, you do it on national television, bro.
Exactly.
So like,
all eyes are on you and you balling.
And you balling. All right, man. So enough praise for that fucking AFC jackass. All right. At the end of the day, fuck him. All right. You feel me? I'm adopting y'all boys, man. I'm adopting these feelings, dog. This feels crazy, man.
Fuck the Bills.
All right, my biggest takeaway from that game on the Lions side is I don't know if they could win the Super Bowl, but I also don't know if any team in the NFC is good enough to beat them. Because the only two people that can actually give them a chance, that can have a realistic chance of beating them, are both flawed. One is the Eagle, and nobody on that team likes each other, and we'll get to them too. And then the other team is in their own division, the Minnesota Vikings, and they got Sam Darnold. All right, that nigga just gonna have to show me. He gonna have to just take my money, bro. Fuck that. Fuck that. That nigga gonna have to take my money because I'm gonna bet against him every time, dog. So he's gonna have to take my money. And then some people might say the Rams, but you saw what the Rams did on Thursday, bro. Put a fucking 12 points, dog. I don't take them as a serious threat. Now, granted, that Lions defense might be chopped liver. I mean, yeah, the Lions defense might be chopped liver and perfect for a Rams team to take advantage of, but I still think it will come down to the Eagles and the Vikings. And I don't think either team is good enough to beat the Lions. The Lions should make the Super Bowl, but I think the Ravens beat the Lions in the Super Bowl. I think the Bills beat them again if they play them in the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs, even though it bothers me to say the Chiefs.
The Chiefs are one of Herbie. I want people to put this in perspective. You could make an argument that the Chiefs are the worst 12-1 or 13-1 team we've ever seen, and I say that because I've never seen a team be so good and look so bad doing it. Like the Chiefs, if it wasn't for the fact that the Chiefs have cachet, like they're back to back, they've won the past 2 Super Bowls, so we know they won back to back Super Bowls, so we know what they represent, right? And they're going on the 3-peat and they have 1 loss, so you should be impressed. But when you watch the Chiefs games, Herbie, have they had one performance this season that has you feeling like they can be impressed with anything? Like it's crazy. Like they're just one of the weirdest teams that I've ever seen in my lifetime. To be such a winning team, like to be able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, like as much as they do, dog. Like it's just incredible to me, dog. But you know that's neither here nor there. I just had to make that point about the Chiefs. Like I've never heard me think about all the one loss teams you've ever seen. They never looked as bad as these niggas.
They never
week it's crazy.
The Patriots were dominating, you feel me, up until they lost to the Super Bowl. That Packers team was dominant until they lost. The Panthers were dominant. Like, this don't feel like none of those teams, bro. But
none of them.
They just have fucking voodoo, man. And shout out to the homie Greg Wilk, a.k.a. G-Mob in the building, you feel me? Holla at the boy, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, show love to my dog, man.
Pat Loco!
Yeah, you tripping though. I listen. I know y'all beat them.
Detroit can't even.
All right, bro. Let's stop it.
Detroit can't even beat them.
Listen. Hey, shout out to the Bucks though. Y'all did y'all big one. Y'all beat the dog shit out of Justin Herbert, man. Bitch ass Justin Herbert, dog. Game on the line, nigga. You want to throw behind the sticks on 4th and 8, man? Fucking loser, dog. Don't talk to me about Justin Herbert, man. Don't talk to me about that loser, man. Don't